Okay. Let me tell you a little something about me. I have a dog named Chicken. That's a true story. I have a dog named Chicken. That's one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made in my life, but I did it. Dog named Chicken. At one time, I ordered KFC to the house. When the guy came to the door, before I had any kind of verbal interaction with this gentleman, I just opened the door and my dog bolted out past the guy. So the first thing the KFC man heard me say was, "Chicken! Chicken!" Thought I was pretty excited about my dinner, I think. I have a question for the men. If you're a man, tell me if you agree with this statement. If you're a man, I believe at some point in your life, someone has posed this hypothetical question to you, maybe several times, as in my case, but has anyone ever asked you, would you suck a dick for $1 million? I don't know why people need to know this. They like to keep track of their friends' prices. I've been asked this question several times, like I said, and I've given it a lot of thought. Yes. It's $1 million. Plus, a lot of people put those things in their mouth, right? That can't be the worst thing to put in your mouth. But the real question to me, the real question is, who is this man who wants to pay me $1 million to give him what's certainly gonna be a terrible blowjob? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to be there. I'm probably gonna barf on this man's nuts. But he's gonna give me his dick and $1 million to learn. To learn. How much money does this asshole have that he's like, hey, you know what I did on the weekend? Paid some fat guy $1 million to suck me off. Oh yeah, did you like that? No. No, he was just weird and scared the whole time. And then get this, he barfed on my nuts. Here's my problem, I have so much money, I've literally run out of things to do with it, so this is what I'm doing now. I'm getting BJs I hate and just grossly overpaying for them. Want to do a quick impression for you guys? This is my impression of a 6-year-old boy who's allergic to raisins. Here's a 6-year-old boy who's allergic to raisins. I'm allergic to raisins, but I don't know why I'm not allergic to grapes. I have this other joke that I want to do for you guys. It's about Burger King. I was recently in a Burger King, and I know what you're thinking. Cool life, cool life. KFC and Burger King, this guy's rolling in it. But I was recently in a Burger King, and you know how when you go into Burger King and you order a pop, they just hand you an empty cup? That's because right over here is the self-service pop fountain station, right? Best system in the world. Because if you don't want ice, you're not gonna get yourself ice, probably. If you don't like root beer and you get a root beer, that's on you. You did that. You can pour it back. Best system in the world, right? But every time I'm in a Burger King, I always think about the guy, the very first guy who walked into a Burger King, ordered a Coke, and was handed an empty cup. Because the last time he was in Burger King, he ordered a Coke and was handed a Coke, right? Pretty reasonable transaction. This time he walks in, maybe after a hard day's work, not having any idea about the self-service pop fountain station, he just orders a Coke and is handed an empty cup. And I always think about what his reaction might have been. And I think it might have been something like this. It's a fucking joke. I ordered a Coke, not an empty cup. You teenage assholes. You know what you gotta stop doing? You gotta stop smoking the reefer and thinking about fondling your assistant manager every 5 minutes. Get a guy a Coke when he asks for a Coke. I know you hate this job. I know you hate it. Let me tell you something. If you don't start looking like you care about something, you're gonna die in this Burger King. You're gonna die here, then you're gonna work here for another 15 years. It's a shit job, right? A monkey can do your job, right? Well, let me ask you this. Would a monkey have handed me an empty cup? No! Because that's not what monkeys are trained to do! Monkeys have gone to space! You know how? You just have to teach a monkey how to push the red button! Well, there's a red button back there, and it says Coke on it! Monkey wouldn't hand me an empty cup! That would have been fucking embarrassing for that monkey! Oh, just right over here? It's actually a really good system. I'm Pat Thornton. Have a great night.